Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP. As you can see, it's gone up quite a lot and come down, and we just kind of want to know what's going on with it. So I'll try and be as transparent with you as I can and just sort of show you what's going on. So once again, thank you for your continued support and everything you do to contribute towards this channel here. Sharing is caring. I really do appreciate the really nice feedback and the comments that you get on all the videos, and thank you. I hope you have a really good weekend. So what's happened with XRP is it's got a little bit overextended, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. Basically just here you formed a bit of a double top, okay, and you had that support line, and you've actually got a very tradable event just there, because what you've done, you've gone up, made a high, you rolled over, and you've come back up and you failed to make a second high. So you've effectively sort of made a double top and sort of an ascending, a descending triangle, which you've actually broke out of, okay. And you do have a target out of that. When you do lose that level of support, you will see it fall down to a particular key area there, and that usually is from the top like that down to the support line, something like that, and you can see that it actually played out to a T. So when it lost the support, go short, and that was a beautiful opportunity there. And when it fell down, you can see it's bounced off the 55 EMA just there, and it was supported really heavily there. So it's all good, basically. But at the moment, I'm not going to lie to you, you are under the 4-hourly 20 EMA there, which is contributing towards a downtrend at the moment. So is there any life in XRP at the moment? Well, basically there could be, don't get me wrong, but what I'm going to show you right now is just a key level of support that I think that XRP may potentially be looking for, okay? I've already made a video in a channel earlier on, but the fact that you're sort of coming down now and you're sort of consolidating, you're under this resistance zone because you're failing to get back under it. Potentially you may potentially crab along like this until you can find a level to pick up on. Now what it may be looking for, okay, is if you zoom out on the daily time frame here, if you look at the daily time frame, look at the EMA there, the yellow line, okay, especially on the daily time frame, it's quite overextended, okay. And I think that what you might actually go through, and I've seen this on a lot of projects that I've charted, is you might be looking for a daily EMA 20 retest there, and it might be waiting for that, okay. So that could be one really good area to get involved in. I was anticipating a bit of a pullback for XRP once it topped out, and it is starting to pull back. If it was to pull back any further, I do have a bit of a deeper pullback price prediction for you. I'm not necessarily saying it's going to get there, but it is something that you do need to keep an eye on, okay. And this is on the weekly time frame, okay. Just keep an eye on this time frame on the weekly, because what's happened is, as you can see on the weekly time frame here, XRP, this is our price predictions, okay. There are price predictions up there, $26 towards the end of the bull run when you have that mania euphoria blow off top. But I do think a conservative price prediction, which I do expect us to get to, is around about the $13 mark, okay. I've already made a video why I do predict that, and just go and check that out, it's in the channel. But I think that what's happening here is, I'm going to be fully transparent with you, is that XRP's got overextended. If you zoom out on a weekly time frame, you will see that, okay. You can see it's gone up and it's got overextended, and it's shot past this level of resistance right here, which is a 0786, okay. And you can see right now it's falling back down, and it's actually coming up and it's hitting its head on it as resistance. Do you see that? Just like it did here. Look at this particular extension where it went up and it formed a bullish cross, and it went up and it shot right up above the 050, but then it started to come back down, and what did it do? It was hitting its head on the 050 as a key level of resistance, just like it is now. It's hitting its head on the 0786 as a key level of resistance, and you can see it's hitting it, failing to get through, and what it does, it rejects and comes back down and looks for a level of support. This was a very, very large correction, and this was because of the spot air token, and obviously the contribution of the SEC case contributing towards the downward turn, and that was actually a capitulation event, and it bottomed out and it formed a really nice bottom, and ever since then we've been reversed and we've been nothing but marching up. But we've actually grown quite organically there, to be honest with you. So we've got the pump, and we're back testing this yellow line, which is the 20 EMA on the weekly time frame, back testing it. Beautiful levels of support, and that's what you want to see in a nice healthy uptrend. Like I say to you in all my videos, nice healthy uptrend, a nice retest of this yellow line as support. Because what happens is, if you get overextended, okay, you have things called blow off tops, and you can see in the previous bull run just down here in 2017, XRP got overextended from EMA, blow off top, come back down, found support again on the yellow line, which is the 20 EMA again. So again it started its next impulsive wave up, went absolutely parabolic, rolled over, found support on the yellow line again. You see that rolls over and looks awful. This is in the bull run. Everyone would have think, oh no, it's crashed the end of the bull run. But actually this was a two-stage event. Look at that. One wave up, correction wave, one massive impulsive wave up, corrective wave, and then you form that last sort of impulsive wave up, which took you to the all-time high for XRP in early late December there, early January 2018. So that was the bull run. That was the bull run right there in front of your face right now. So if you could see XRP doing the same thing, where it sort of gets overextended, sort of rolls back on itself, you could potentially be looking at sort of this sort of phase of the bull run where it goes up and blows over as a correction, goes up, blows over as a correction. It looks bad, but I want to reassure you, it's perfectly healthy, and it's actually part of a bull run. Okay, these pullbacks and these sort of corrections that it goes through. This particular pullback just there was around 65%. Okay, this particular pullback just there after XRP got quite overextended from the EMAs was around 68% as well. I'm not saying that XRP is going to have a 68% correction from here, but it's just something that you do need to be aware of, okay? Because if XRP did have a 68% correction, you can see it's literally down to the 0.50 backtest at support, which is around about 60 cents. Personally, I think that if XRP was to correct at this point, I do think that it may just come down to the golden ratio, and the reason is because we've come up and we've tested the 0.50 so many times, and then we actually broke through it. We've actually sort of sat on it for a bit on a weekly time frame on the 0.50, and we've already kind of tested it as support. So I think the next level of support that we do potentially need to test in a healthy way for XRP is this level here, which is the 0.618, the golden ratio. Okay, you can see it was just absolutely obliterated through that, and we've not come back down to test it. So that's why I've got some cheeky bids in down there, and I have made a video 2 weeks ago outlining why, and obviously I'm just following up on that. But who knows, XRP could just carry on here, get through this particular level of resistance, back test it as support, and march on, and it's all good. So all I'm doing is outlining a few levels of support if you was to see XRP fail to get through this level now and sort of keep falling back on itself, and you think, what's going on? I think personally it's looking for this test of support on the 0.618, okay? Because look at the RSI. Every time the RSI gets into that sort of level, you look at the blow off. Look up there, it's starting to roll over a bit. Up there, rolled over. That was that hike there. Then just there, you had that blow off top there. So it rolled over. I got above the purple box, so relatively overbought. It was actually 98 at that point, and then just there, obviously that blow off top as well, and that one there. So every time it sort of gets really high above this purple box, you can almost sort of see it sort of rolling over a little bit. But who knows, XRP could go on from here and have another big massive impulsive wave and actually approach that high. Who knows? No one's got a crystal ball, but all I'm showing you is levels of support. If you was to see XRP roll over, okay, and you start scratching your head and thinking, why? What's it doing? It's crashing, it's going to oblivion. No, it's not. It's just doing something like it did in the previous bull run, okay, where it goes up, it corrects, comes back down to find support off this yellow line, which is the 20, because you can see at the moment it's really extended, and perhaps by the time, you know, if XRP does roll over and sort of comes back on itself, and you are scratching your head and thinking, what's going on? This yellow line will creep up like that, and it get the back test of support off it before marching onwards and upwards for XRP. So that's just a little update, okay? That's why I've got some potential, I've got some bids in at 0.90. So jumping back to XRP on the 4-hourly time frame then. So jumping back to XRP on the 4-hourly time frame, okay, if you do start seeing it just get caught under these EMAs, okay, and it does start to roll down and roll over, then that's why, because it's coming down to test some levels of support there, and looking at that potential blow off top in this parabolic move that it's gone through. So what we've done here, we've made a top and we've actually started to retrace, okay, but when we've started to retrace, and I'll show you right now from that previous low just there, when we're retracing, we're actually falling through levels of support. And you can see we've actually fell through the golden ratio right there on that key level of support from the previous high, because this is your swing low, okay, you swing low and then you've gone up in another swing high, basically a corrective wave just there. Let's move that down just slightly, a little bit like that, okay. So you've gone up in a swing high and you're coming down a swing low, and effectively you can see where you are. You sat underneath a 0.50 at the minute, so you've lost that. You've actually come down, and you've previously lost a 0.618. That was a very large correction. That was that double top reversal pattern which come down to the 55 EMA. Looks good, but you know what, at the minute you are under this. You are under this 50. If you continue to come down and you lose that 0.618 and you stay below that, you're looking at a corrective wave there, a deeper corrective wave, and it's actually called a reversal wave, and potentially you could see yourself come back down to this level here, which is the 130. Okay, so you do need to keep an eye on that. Again, fully transparent with you at all times, because what you've done, you've gone up in a big impulsive wave and you're starting to form a corrective wave, but you're losing these key levels of support that you can't afford to lose when you're retracing, because this is what it is. You're retracing, okay, and as you retrace to form the next impulsive wave, you need to hold key levels of support. You can see you've lost a 0.236, you've lost a 0.382, you're now losing a 0.5, you're potentially coming down to test the golden ratio again. If you lose the golden ratio and you start to close below that, you're looking at a reversal wave, not a corrective wave, to form the next impulsive wave. Do you get what I mean? And you would be looking 100% to come back down to that level there, to test it as a key level of support, because that's what happens. You go up and you come back down to test a previous swing low of support, and if that fails to hold, that's where you could start to see that sell off and coming back down to this previous swing low there. Do you see how it works? Which would bring you back down to the daily time frame. So at the minute it doesn't look too great for XRP, and that's the truth of it. Okay, you do need to see it pick up, and you do need to see it hold above $1.52. If it starts to close below $1.52, you're looking at reversal down to 130. I'll always tell you the truth on this channel, okay? I won't feed you with no bullshit. I'll always tell you what I see. You'll get a lot of crypto boys saying, oh, yeah, it's just going to bounce here and go to the moon, and perhaps it will. But at the minute, you can't ignore what's in front of you, and XRP is actually breaking down. So until it finds a base now, okay, and hopefully you can get back above this 0.50 or find some critical support on this 0.618, the golden ratio, because if you can sort of come down here and do something like this, okay, and consolidate after a while and get a bit more confidence in XRP, then you would potentially be looking at that pump back up and taking on this high here, the local high, and then looking at a nice impulsive wave from which I can actually give you a price prediction. But honesty at all times, okay, XRP is not looking too clever, and it is looking like it's coming down potentially for that retest of that daily EMA of that yellow line on a weekly of a 20 EMA on the weekly time frame there. But I've not got a crystal ball, okay, but I'll always tell you the truth. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.